Hi everybody. Okay, let's see who's coming in. So it's 5 to 7 and we'll start at 7. So who's first? Somebody say hello, please. Long time since I've done one of these, so maybe I haven't done it right. Hope so. Oh, we've got 6 viewers according to the stats. So can somebody please say hello that you can hear me all right, please? .21 viewing now and still no. Right, is there anybody there? Still no comments. There's 30 people watching according to the stats. So can you hear me? I've got the sound turned up. Let's see if Sharon Noble's around. Sharon, if you're there, can you message me? Or anybody who's contact me on Messenger and let me know you're around. Or tell me how I get the comments up, because I've probably forgotten. Tony Stamps. Well, we can see it, hear you. Good. Thank you, Tony Stamps. I knew I could rely on my friend. How are you? Maybe she could write a comment. Well, maybe I'm not going to get any comments. So if somebody, Sharon, if you can pass any comments on, if you're watching, are you there, Sharon? She might not be there because the Warlock's not very well at the moment. Or if Hells is there, then right, Yeda says we're around. Lots of comments on there. So where do I find the comments? I can't see any. Oh, sugar. Going in. Sharon, you're gonna have to tell me what the comments are because I can't see them. Right, I'm just gonna have to go blind, folks. You can talk about me all you want. You can call me because I can't see any of your comments. So never mind. Right. We've got a Christmas show coming up on Friday, and Hells and I are both going to be there. And oh right, I can see them. Oh, yes, right, I can see you, Jenny. I can see Diane. I can see Yeda, Kim Cranston, Yvonne. Yes, I don't know what I've done something, but you're all there. Thank you. Right, excited as always. Hi Janice, hi Julie, hi Eileen, Sharon, anybody I haven't said hi to, hi, and Tony Stamps because she's watching. So we've got a celebrity in the audience as well. Keep it clean, Linda. Right, so we've got thank you, Sharon, as always. I can rely on you. Thank you. So as I said, we've got our Christmas show on Friday, 5 till 6. They've saved the best till last. Hels and I are both on, and we've got Ben as our presenter. So watch this space, because we will take the mic mercilessly. Absolutely mercilessly. Hi Chris, how are you? How's Rachel? As usual, well, what we've got for you is a book of spells with 5 new Christmas kits. The girls and boys will be sharing their beautiful mix with you on this page, on the Creative Friends page. We've listened to what you've asked for. We've put a religious one in there. We've got gnomes, we've got cutesy. Yeah, hey, this cost me £91 today. I couldn't see out my fringe. I know that's expensive, but it's the only thing I treat myself to. Plus a tip. Hi Marie. Hi Sarah. So it's 5 collections. There's a beautiful floral one. There's a beautiful winter woodland one. There's religious ones with the nativity scene. There's gnomes, and we've tried to cover all the bases. Now the exclusive offer for Hobby Maker is that you can buy the book of spells and you get free, thank you Linda, you get a free Spellbinding Classics, and it's the minty green one, so it finishes off your green. Have I got a mark on my chin? Have I got a spot coming? I always get the wrong side, don't I? So I'm naked, I haven't got my makeup on. So you'll get that for $12.99. So that is the main item. But right, and here's the main news, I suppose. When Becky and I set up the Crafty Witches, we said that it would always be just digital, because we have no warehouse, we have nobody to fulfill orders apart from moi and Becky. Becky's got 2 small kids. It's not that damn, Catherine. Colin's just taken, well, Lexi's just taken Colin for a walk here in Cramlington. So I kind of, you know, sit and pack orders. I'm a pensioner. I'm too old these days. Plus, we have no way of, if we didn't sell what we ordered, we would have no way of selling the excess, because we don't attend retail shows. We've only got our website. So it was going to be purely digital, and I went on record saying that was all we were ever going to do. How am I, Sharon? I'm fine. I'm less stressed than I was this morning. It's been a bit of a stressful week, but we're getting there. However, as you know, Hobby Maker, you know, we're on their channel. They ask us to do something, and at first they said that they had lots of customers who don't do digital downloads, because it's still a relatively new thing out there. You know, although I've been doing digital products for 20 years, worked with the first person to bring it to the market, Chris Warner, and have continued, you know me, on my soapbox selling digital products. We've sort of set the standard on Hobby Maker. They've now brought this new system in whereby it's instant downloads. Unfortunately, you can only order on the web, and once you've paid for it, the download is on your account within seconds, which is great because it saves Kevin the Warlock having to sit and input all your details and then have to you know, work with people whose emails don't, whose internet, the emails don't accept links in emails because of security settings, those people that goes into the junk mail and everything. So the system that Hobby Maker have put in place does seem to be working well. Obviously it has its few hiccups, but nothing that we can't resolve. Can I just say, if you do have a problem with a download, your first port of call is Hobby Maker, because you bought from them and they have to try and sort it out first. If they can't sort it out, they will come to us. But you know that Kevin, Becky and I and the rest of the team are here always to help you. We won't leave you stranded. So a few months ago, Andy Love, who's the head of sales, who, as you all know, used to be a presenter on Crate and Craft, he asked us if we would consider designing a tangible product. By tangible, he meant one that you can hold in your hand, a physical product. And at first I said no. You know, I've gone on record saying we're not doing paper pads. We are a digital download company. And he kept asking and he kept asking, and eventually Becky and I agreed to a meeting. So I went down to Southport. That's when I got my cold. That's when I was, if you remember, I was really ill in April. In fact, folks, I have not had a glass of wine since April the 21st. Not that I'm like a reformed alcoholic, because I'm not, but I've totally gone off alcohol, which shocks me to the core. Will this be permanent? Watch this space. I was really poorly though, really knocked me for 6. I was in bed for 11 days, never been heard of before, so don't catch this cold. Hi Dawn, hi Julie. So we had a meeting with them. We explained our reasons that, you know, we were not able to take the risk of placing minimum order quantities, and which is normally 1,000 pads, and we had nowhere to store them. We hadn't got the facilities to fulfill orders, and yeah, I had, what did I have, Sharon? I had lime and soda, I think. I'll tell you about what happened later on. Oh, there's always a bloody drama, excuse my French. So Hobby Maker agreed to go into partnership with us over a tangible product, which means that we have designed a paper pad in conjunction with Hobby Maker, which is exclusive to Hobby Maker. They have taken all of the stock. They've bought all the stock, so they've given me a firm order, which means that Becky and I have no risk. We've paid for the stock. We've sent it to the Hobby Maker warehouse. They're going to fulfill the orders. Obviously, it's cost us a bit more in margin for those of the uninitiated. We usually get a certain percentage back. We've had to take a low one, but we've done it in conjunction with them, so it will only be sold on Hobby Maker. You will not be able to buy it through our website. You will not be able to buy it at retail shows. Nobody else will have it, and it will be a while stocks last. It will be there'll be a single print run. It will not be 1,000 units, because I have I've managed to do a good deal with the printing company I work with. I'm not saying yes or no, Diane, but it is the same quality as what I produced at Creative Crafting World, and it was me that thought of Paper Boutique, Paper Tree, that all came out of here. But the paper pad comes with an extra. It comes with a 22 sheet download, which again is only available if you buy the paper pad. So if you want to buy the paper pad and get the digital download for free, it will be $9.99 on the day. plus your postage if you haven't bought anything else. Well, I mean, you can get our downloads, Bernadette. I think the you know, postage is a problem to the States, the cost and everything. Yes, Di, I know you don't work with Alex anymore. I was sad to hear that. So for $9.99, you're going to get a 36-page paper pad, and then on top of that, you're going to get a 22-sheet digital download. And I'll explain all as we go along. So here is the paper pad. It's called our brand of paperback. It comes under the Crafty Witches, and we're calling these paper spells. Now, I can't emphasize enough, this is exclusive to Hobby Maker. This is the only place you will be able to buy it on Friday, and it's while stocks last. There's not a huge stock, so you will get this 36-sheet pad. It's 6 designs, 6 sheets of each. You can see the designs there. So I've got a board with them on. So you get in your easy to cut toppers, you get in your sentiments, your borders, a solid colour, an essential paper, and 2 decorative papers. You're all right, Alison, I'll forgive you. You're not that late. So it's 150 GSM paper, and it smells gorgeous as ever. I mean, look, there's your toppers, look. I still can't get this camera. Now you can use your circle dies to cut the circles out, so you've got circles as well as squares, so you're going to get 6 pages of that. There's one of your backing papers. There is your solid green. Yes, Jackie, I will. That is a beautiful snowflake paper, and that is your sentiments. So it's got best wishes, Merry Christmas, etc. Then it's got some of your relatives, and then it's got your borders as well, and then you've got, you know, I keep saying you can't, it's exclusive to Hobby Maker. You will not be able to buy this anywhere else, I promise you. Hobby Maker have got all the stock. That's your essential paper. So 36 sheet 8x8 paper pad, $9.99. But on top of that, included in your $9.99, you will get access to 22 A4 sheets downloads. So let me show you the board. And I don't know how much of this we're going to be able to see. So if I sit back, right, this, folks, and I'm still here, these are the 6 designs that you're going to get in the pad. So, but you'll notice I've done them in A4 format, not 8x8, because some of you complain that you've got white bits top and bottom. You can watch it on the website, Denise, no problem at all. If you just go to their Hobby Maker's website and you watch it live, you can watch it live on there, so you can still see it. And you can watch on YouTube as well. So it depends how you know, desperate you are to watch it. You switch your computer on and watch it on there. So as you can see, right, so your toppers, we've now given you 6 because it's an A4. You've got A4 backing paper sheets. You've got more sentiments on there, and then you've got your decorative papers in A4 format. So we've done that. And oh, hello, Alistair. Funny, I was talking to you earlier. So that is, you're gonna, once you've used up your paper pad, you're still going to be able to print it off. And remember, this is included in your $9.99. Now if I turn this over, all this is extra. So sorry, but I'm doing my best to show you everything. So you're going to get, let's start at this end, and I can't see one point. Right, you're going to get all these decorative papers and solid colours. So you're going to get 3 more solid colours, 3 more essential papers, and you're going to get 1 more decorative paper. Then if we go to the middle, you're going to get a poetry set. You're going to get 3 inserts, and you're going to get a set of alphabet tiles. And then on this bit, sorry if your eyes are going funny, folks, you're going to get another 2 sheets of toppers, and you're going to get your ribbon, your bows, and you're going to get an A4 sheet of tags. Hi, Hells. So all of the things you see on this board is what you're going to get in your digital download, and then you're going to get your paper pad as well for $9.99. So if you're watching a mini workout, I might just have a glass of wine after this. If you tune in and watch the show, you will be able to buy the Book of Spells Volume 5, Christmas 2023. Hi, Anya. I mean, Kevin. I'm used to saying hi, Anya, as well. Eileen, we could go on and on and on about who wants what. We do our best and we try to cater for all people, but there's only a certain amount of sentiments you can get on a sheet. So if it's there, it's there. If it's not, then unfortunately we can't, you know, there's no room to put it on. So you can buy the Book of Spells with the free Spellbinding Classics in mint green is $12.99. The Spellbinding Classics is worth $4.99. You're getting that for free, but that is an exclusive offer to Hobby Maker. The Book of Spells Volume 5 will be available on our website to buy separately, and the Spellbinding Classics will be available on our website to sell separately at $4.99. The Book of Spells $12.99. But if you want the offer, your best buy is from Hobby Maker, and they are both digital downloads. Then you've got your exclusive paper pad, exclusive to Hobby Maker. I know we said we would never do this, but Hobby Maker, we've gone into partnership with Hobby Maker. They've taken all the risk from us. They've placed an order, they've taken all the stock, and it will only ever be available from them. And this will be, if we do any more paper pads, if this one sells one, yes, it's from Hobby Maker, Linda. I keep saying it's exclusive to Hobby Maker. Any paper pads we do going forward, if this one proves to be a success, will only be available from Hobby Maker. They have exclusivity. We will only ever do 1 print run. It is exactly the same quality as I've brought to you in the past. I can promise you that. But on top of that pad for $9.99, you are going to get those 22 sheets. 6 of them are the designs that are in the pad, but in A4 format, which is better for your printing. And so it means that when you've run out of the pad, when you've used all the papers, because this is what we call a consumable product, you will then be able to print more. Now, Angel Policy, yeah, we've had one this week who has absolutely disgraceful, is all I can say. Again, you are allowed to make, as long as it's a finished product, with the paper pad, as with all of our digital downloads, as long as it's a finished product, You're allowed to make and sell, and sell for personal profit, for charity. You are not allowed to print and sell the individual papers. You are not allowed to share the files, and you are not allowed to take them into another program and turn them into JPEGs and turn them into something else. So you're all aware, and I say this on every show, and like I say, if you break the rules, we will catch you, as we did with this person. Here's some samples that I've made using the paper pad, and there'll be lots more samples to show you on the show. It is a lovely set. I think it covers all ages. And then that's the last one. So I've got 2 demos lined up for this. Hells and Dawn and the girls and boys have been making samples with the digital side of this. I am the only person, apart from the stock that's at Hobby Maker, I am the only person to have this in my possession. I hope you like it, because if you do, that means we will produce more. But they will only ever be sold on the Crafty Witches shows on Hobby Maker. So that's the big news. I know I said I would never do it, and I had no intentions, and neither did Becky, of producing a paper pad. It's only because Hobby Maker have gone into partnership with us and have made this possible by placing a firm order. That means they've bought all the stock. So all the stock was delivered to their warehouse on Wednesday of last week, and I know how many they've got in stock. There's not a lot, so it'll be first come first served. So if you add this and add the other item on the show, that's the Book of Spells Volume 5 Christmas 2023, with the new Spellbinding Classics Minty Green, which gives you the 3 shades of green. Next time we do one of them, we'll be on to a new colour. Will Grace have to put her prices up? She better not. Do you know what? That woman's expensive, and she's sailing close to the wind, I'll tell you. I don't know, Brenda, if you can pay by PayPal. Now, when you order this, you can either order it on the website, or you can telephone. You can order it via the call centre. I'm not sure what payments, Brenda, the Hobby Maker take. Grace, I'm shocked. Honestly, you've knocked me for 6 saying you might have to put your prices up. You're expensive enough. I am a pensioner. Remember, I am a pensioner. And I haven't got a bottomless pocket. You think I have, but I haven't. Grace has got a Facebook Live tomorrow night. Now, I've had it on good authority that she's moonlighting at the doctor's surgery. Hells, God help us. Pauline Wheeler, if you're watching, God help us, because she'll be through those medical records and she'll be discussing all of our medical details. I'm sure I'm going to have to find a way to watch her, because nothing's sacred with that woman. Why I still employ her, I do not know. It's because I feel sorry for her. So, folks, I'm getting to the crunch point. You buy that, the Book of Spells with the free Spellbinding Classics, $22.98. That's how much you'll pay to buy the show. You know, we try, we keep the products. We hope that you still, you know, like what we're providing you with. There is another big news to come next month. And again, it's in partnership with somebody else, and ooh, I'm so excited about it. I don't know what I've let myself in for. Talk about retirement. It's out the window. I tell you, it's out the window. So let's have a look. See. Right, Helen Hill says, yes, you can use PayPal. So does Sarah. So Brenda, there's your answer. The girls have said yes. Chris, there are definitely no secrets. She goes through your knicker drawers and everything, you know. She thinks I don't know, but I lay traps. And I know she goes through. I know she goes through my drawers and my cupboards. Yeah. So that is Friday, my 60th birthday, Erica. Well done. Yeah. I remember, what did I do on my 60th? No, I didn't have a party. Because I'm like Billy No Mate, you know, we didn't have enough people to go out. I had a party on my 50th. I got my personal number plate for my 50th. You're all right, Yvonne, don't worry. Hi, Morag. You're welcome for all the help. So, what do you think? Are you interested in a paper pad? Julie, I was surprised to hear that Nigel has employed her. You know, I mean, I'm really sad he's leaving Create and Craft, but you know, I understand his reasons, and we'll see. You know, see whether he gets fed up of being retired. Well, that's very kind of you, Kim. If you try and order it, that would be nice. I might have sold one. Not many more to go after that. But I have to say, folks, the stock is very small because this is our first venture, and it's slowly to see how it goes. But I can assure you that it is good quality. I mean, if you look on the back, you can't even see. We weren't allowed. We put our website address on there, and they asked us to take it off, so we did. Friday we're on 5 and 6, and we're on with Ben. And if he wears one of those flowered shirts, yeah, he'll be in trouble. Chris Litterman. Right, Chris, I'm glad you've joined us because I've just answered your email. You are subscribed to our newsletter. The problem is your blueyonder.co.uk email address. It's not a problem our side. We send you emails last week that kept bouncing back to me as undeliverable. I've gone on the list, I've gone on MailChimp, I've checked, you're there, you're subscribed, but it's your security settings. If the newsletter's not getting through, then I'm sorry, there's not a lot I can do about it, Chris. Who's asking who is Grace? Oh my goodness. Who is Grace? Grace, right? I don't know whether, yeah, she is Alistair's friend. Well, she was his clean. Well, no, she wasn't his cleaner. She was Create and Craft's cleaner. She stands in from him now and again. She's become a celebrity. She's become a legend in her own mind, as I say. She's actually, honestly, I don't know who's asked, replying to Alison Thompson. Alison, if you've never watched one of Grace's shows, honestly, you are missing out because she's got a tongue like it's acid. Absolute acid. She comes out with some, oh my God, nothing is sacred. She does my washing for me now and again. She aired my undies for all to see on Create and Craft. Accused me of wearing bras that you could use for slingshots. She's a cheeky mare. She really is a cheeky mare. But, you know, it's hard to get the staff these days. It really is. She was cheap, but she's put her rates up since she's become a bit like Dame Edna. She makes Dame Edna look like a pussycat, Chris, doesn't she? She is, yeah. She's charming, but... So, as I say, folks, hi, Sarah Jane. She's moonlighting down, I think she said Dr. Gupta's surgery tomorrow. The other week she was Was she at the health spa or somewhere? She gives away all our secrets. Nothing's sacred. So I hope you will be watching on Friday, because Hells and I will be in top form because we haven't been together for a while. So I'm Hells. Well, I'll be doing the boards and that's there you go. There's Grace. Yeah, she always wears. She loves pink. She loves pink. So that's who Grace is. Hells will be doing the demos, I'll be doing the boards, and I'll be doing the laptop and showing you the the paper pad. Is Lexi around to see her? Lexi's just taken her dad out for his evening walk, because he had to make the tea early. We had chicken goujons and chips for tea. I don't know what happened to the sweet chili sauce or the mayonnaise. He didn't put anything like that on. So we had to have our tea early so I could come and talk to you. And then you had to sack your cleaner. I bet she was a good cleaner though. Honest, Grace things have around corners, you know. She does what she likes basically. If you leave her a list, she just ignores it. Helps herself to tea, coffee, and you know, if the wine's it has been opened, I'm gonna start marking the bottles, because I think she helps herself to that as well. Sally Davis, very interested, don't do digital. Well, do you know what? Buy the paper pad, you'll get the digital files whether you want them or not, and why not have a go? Why don't you do digital, Sally? Is it because you don't think the papers will be as good? The printing won't be as good? You don't need an all singing, all dancing printer. You just need good quality paper and your ink setting at best. It doesn't drink the ink if you use best quality paper. If you use copier paper, it will drink the ink. But honestly, digital is the way to go. I mean, you know, it's user friendly, it's eco friendly. That paper pad started out as a digital download because we create the files digitally and then we send them to the printer. So the files that you get, all right, we've changed them to A4. The files that we send to you, the digital files, are the exact same files that we would send to the printer if we put all this in printed format. Now, that 22 sheet download, if that was a printed paper kit with die cuts, would cost you round about $17.99 to buy for one sheet of each. You're going to get this for $9.99 plus all those sheets for $9.99. That's why you do digital. It's so cost effective. I can't get the boards out, Cherry, to show you for the designs for on the Christmas book. I can tell you what they are if I've got them written down. We have got, I should have printed off the right, we've got Christmas florals, which are beautiful poinsettias and blue flowers. We've got Cutesy Christmas, which is snowmen and sledges and something for the kids. We've got Enchanted Christmas, which, if you remember, 5 years ago, we started off the whole gnome thing with the winter gnomes. We've got the winter gnomes on there, but in totally different format from what you've had them in the past. We've got All Holy Night, which is the nativity scene, so it's religious. And Wild Winter, which is it's stunning. It's owls and hares in a wintry setting. It is absolutely gorgeous. If you keep looking on Creative Friends, the girls and boys are starting to show their samples. Somebody's asked, please can you bring, I think you mean bring printed paper to the show, please. Miss getting them now. I'm not saying anything, but just Patience. Patience is a virtue. Unfortunately, we don't have patience, but who knows? Watch his space. There's Anya telling you to check the header of the group for the names of the kids. You'll be publishing all the team samples in the morning on Pinterest. You know, we're all over the place. The girls and boys have really been excited about this one, because this is our it's our second Christmas one. It's lunchtime here in Canada. Oh, nice. Is the weather nice, Jean? Lovely to hear you again. Thank you. I know I don't get time to do Facebook Lives very often now, and then, as I say, I've been really poorly since April. It just knocked me for 6. It wasn't COVID, but yes, you can print them off to use in the care home you work in. That's fine, as long as you don't sell them. That's all we're asking. You know, this person was selling our kits. She'd even uploaded one of the kits that's going to be featured on Friday. We hadn't even. Hi, Ellis. Can everybody say hello to Ellis? And why aren't you in bed yet, Ellis? I tell you what's nice, Erica. Some people are buying that Navigator paper from Amazon. But as I say, watch this space, because I might have a solution coming soon, because I've gone into partnership with somebody else. There you go, Ellis. There are all the ladies are saying, and gentlemen are saying hello to you. You're a very lucky boy. Oh, he's gorgeous. I could eat him. I could. He's lovely. So is Lexi Lulu back? Her dad's just come back, so Lexi Lulu must be around. We'll call her just now when we're nearly finished. Yeah, so that as I say, that cold just not put me off alcohol. It must have been bad. You know, I mean, look, I've got orange juice. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. Orange juice in my witch's mug. Colin thinks it's lovely because he gets the bottle of wine all to himself now. So, so tomorrow I will be driving my way down to Redditch. Friday I will be meeting up with Miss Hells. Saturday I will be driving home, and then next Saturday I'll be driving down to Redditch because we've got Pollyanna Pickering, and it will be our Pollyanna Pickering Christmas show. My holiday was really good, Kim. Right, okay. I'll share this with you. And I swear blind, not a drop of liquor, alcohol whatsoever had touched my lips. And Sharon and Kevin will be witness to this. Sally, good. You give it a go and let us know how you get on. So we've just come back of our holidays a couple of weeks ago. We went up to St Andrews, which is up in the Kingdom of Fife. Not been up there before. We stayed in a beautiful cottage in the middle of nowhere. It was lovely. It was peaceful. Luckily it had the internet, because we still did a bit of work. That's how you got your kits and everything. Oh, by the way, there's a new kit on the website called Hootsuite. It's lovely. So we went up on the Saturday, and on the Wednesday we arranged to meet up with Sharon, Kevin and Anya. Now Sharon, I've known Sharon for nearly 20 years. We've been friends. Never ever met before. Never met Anya, never met Kevin. Obviously we're good friends, you know, in the internet, and I don't know what I would do without them, you know, helping with the business and keeping me positive and everything. So we arranged to meet them at this hotel in, I can't remember where it was. Oh, so before that, on the Monday, I started suffering from a touch of vertigo. So whereas I now have to do all the driving because Colin's eyesight is, he's got a cataract forming, and he's lost a bit of his confidence driving, especially my car. So I'd driven up there on the Saturday. Now, God, this is honest, I am weird. I don't like driving across bridges that go high up a Largo we went, right? Every time we've been up to Scotland before now, and we've driven across the Forth Bridge, Colin's been driving and I've had my eyes shut, right? Because I don't like heights and I don't like going over long rivers, because I have this fear of ending up in the water. So I'm driving up on the Saturday, didn't know where we were going, sat nav was taking me, and all of a sudden the signs come up for the Forth Road Bridge, and I said to him, you didn't tell me we had to go over the Forth Road Bridge. And I said, it's a toll bridge. So I said, how much do we have to pay? Well, I don't know, he says. I said, well, Google it. Men. So, because I need the money, I'll need to have the money ready, you know. So I was getting into panic mode. Anyway, Googled it, and we found out that scrapped the toll charges in 2008, which shows how long it was since we were last up in Scotland, and started going over the new bridge. Well, I just kept my eyes forward, and which I know is the best place to keep your eyes, but I didn't like it. Anyway, on the Monday I started suffering a bit from vertigo, like you move your head and your head's still there. So Colin had to do all the driving, my car. Men do not change gear as they approach a bend. I was taught when I was learning to drive that if you've got a bend coming up, you change down into third gear, and if you can't see round the bend, you change down into second. Not Colin. He goes up to the bend in fifth, then decides he better change down, slams the brakes on, and you're thinking, oh my God, my poor car. And I can hear the car saying, I don't like you driving me. So I am a terrible passenger seat driver. So he was doing all the driving. So we met up with Kevin, Sharon and Anya, and we had Lexi with us, and Lexi and Anya were getting on, and we had a lovely lunch, and you could take the dogs in, which was good. And I got up, I went to the loo, and as I was coming back, I was that focused on watching what Lexi was doing, I'd forgotten about the step back down into the room we were in. Did I feel a plonker? You'll have done it yourself. I ended up on my knees, full weight on both my knees, and it scared me. Sharon will tell you I was shaking. My lens flew out of my glasses, and I was so embarrassed, and as I say, I was stone cold sober. So we quickly went outside, and you know, we said our goodbyes and everything. So of course that was me. There's no way I could drive then, because I only had one lens in my eye, in my glasses. So Colin had to drive home, and I was like this, because it was making me feel sick, because I put my glasses on but only one of the lens was in. So I had to quickly Google if there was a Specsavers anywhere near where we were staying, and luckily there was one 4 miles away in Cooper. So we went there the next day. I went in and I said, can you know, save my holiday, because it, you know, what with my vertigo and my glasses, and Colin had tried all evening trying to get my lens back in, but I'd scuffed the top of and bottom of the lens. How the hell I'd done that, I don't know. So bless them, it took them half an hour, but they got the lens back into my glasses again. So I said, how much? And he said, well, you know, we just asked people for a donation. That's the shower, actually. Sorry, I'll shut the door. His nibs has gone in the shower. If you're wondering what that noise is. I've done nothing but laugh, Linda. I know. Honestly, nothing's ever simple in my life. So they said, if you give us a donation or biscuits, we'll take either. So I gave them a donation, and there was a Greggs across the high street. I went and bought 10 jam donuts took the jam donuts back for them. I was just so pleased to have my lens back in my glasses. I'd already rung the opticians and asked them to order a new lens. That cost me 79p. Do you know, it turned out to be a really expensive lunch. But it's taught me I should have a spare pair of glasses. Hello, my Laura. There's another celebrity coming. There's Laura coming. How are you, my darling? So that was, yeah, that so that was me exciting bit. You know, I made an entrance, but I could hear this fella. There's always one, isn't there? Well, there's a sign there. She couldn't have read it. Honest to God, it's a good job that I was on my knees, because I would have planted in one. You know, and I didn't see the sign. I forgot the step was there. You know, he probably had a good laugh at me. So do you know what? I probably made his day. There isn't a dull moment with me. What have I done this week? Oh, yeah, I wouldn't like to tell you what I've done this week. Do you know what I think it is, Eileen? I think it's the lack of wine that's sending me into a downward spiral. I think I need wine to be flowing through my veins at certain times, because without it, it's like Superman and his kryptonite. Me without my wine, it doesn't gel, does it? But I thought, well, you know, maybe a glass of white wine instead of red wine, but not, just not interested. Which is, it's just not like me, because normally in the Chapman household we have like wine Friday, wine Saturday, wine Sunday. Rachel hit a bollard the other day in a car. Well, I won't tell you about the Tucson when I hit the gate and then I reversed into a brick wall, even though all the bells and whistles were going off, because I had a reversing camera and on all sorts. Oh, Lindy, your body has gone back to water. It needs the wine back in. I've lost my thread now. Oh, I forgot what. Somebody remind me what I was talking about, because it's gone. Everything's a drama. There has to be drama. There's, you know, like driving down to Leicester last week. I went down to Leicester. This fella outside lane decided he wants to be on the slip road that I was just coming up to, literally straight in front of my car. I leant on the horn for about 3 minutes. It must have seemed like a lifetime to him. Oh yes, wine weekend. Right, so we have wine weekend, wine Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because, you know, you have your weekend, don't you? And then we have wine Wednesday. But if I've had a bad day, it could be wine Monday, wine Tuesday and wine Thursday, just depending how bad the week's going. It's not that I have one glass and that's it. Erica, you're making the wedding invitations. Oh dear, how many have you done? So tomorrow I'm driving down to Redditch, staying overnight, 2 nights in my hotel. They've put the hotel up by £5. Honestly, price, nothing ever comes down, does it? Yeah, Eileen, some weeks are wine weeks. Yep. Well, I'm waiting to see what apparently my diabetes is giving the doctors cause for concern. My, whatever it is, if they take a blood sample, my HB whatever is giving them concern. So I had to go. So I haven't had any wine since, and I've been really good. They doubled my meds and I've been really good. And I'm supposed to be less stressed. Oh, and that's a nice thing to look forward to. So on July the 19th, I'll get my results from my last blood test, and then I have to incur the wrath of Nurse Leslie at the practice. HbA1c, that's right, Sandy. Does that tell them how much you drink normally? Does that give you your liver and everything like that? Because my liver must be spot on perfect. Mine were 85, Sandy. Is that good or bad? My last ones were in the 60s, but it gone up to 85. That's why they were concerned. Chew lot. You have me so stressed because you keep wanting more and more. Just had our car written off this week, so going to buy a new one tomorrow. Not happy because the person who hit my car hit a stationary car in our Aldi car park. It's awful when somebody else does it. It's not so bad when you do it yourself. Well, it is bad, but when somebody else does it, I'm like the Hulk, you know. I'll get out and I'll have anybody. I turn green. And like this, if anybody, my car is my pride and joy. I really do. It's the only time I swear, when I'm in the car. The thing is, your dash cam. I've got dash cams backwards and back and front, and they catch up. They also catch what you're saying as well. I once shouldn't admit this. Came up to Washington Services, and there's always one, isn't it? He always thinks the other lane's better than the one he's in. So this fella in front of me just kept swapping lanes all the time, making us all brake. I'd forgotten I was on the phone to Colin. I used the W word. He said, "What did you just say?" Oh God, sorry, I didn't realise you were still on the phone. Right, mine. My readings now. I'm on metformin and Glilka, whatever it is. Mine did go up to 22 when I was still working for CCW. And they're now between well, I went down as low as 4.6 the other day. I had to eat me jelly babies. If your blood sugars go too low, you have to eat 5 jelly babies. So I have a bag of jelly babies with me all the time. They now go between 6 and 8. So it is working, and I am watching. Do you think I've lost weight? Because I've lost over a stone. That was when I was poorly, because I just wasn't eating. Apart from one day when Colin said to me, "What do you do you want anything to eat?" Do you know what? I really fancied a McDonald's cheeseburger without the pickle. Pickles are awful. And a McFlurry. It was a good day. So bless him, he went to McDonald's and got me a cheeseburger with no pickles and McFlurry. So now Hell's taught me this. When I send him to McDonald's, or he's going past McDonald's, he goes in, he gets 4 McFlurries, and I put them in the freezer. Hell's taught me to do that. No, it can tell what you've been eating for the last 3 months and if it was high. Right, well, I've been good. Chocolate, very little passes my lips. Very little. Sharon will tell you, I eat like a sparrow. People think because you're big that you're greedy and you eat loads. I don't. I can't eat a full meal. I have a starter for a main meal. I even asked in the hotel I stay at now if I could I can have a McDonald's or Greg's on a Friday. Thank you, Eileen. I even asked them if I can have a children's meal and pay full price, and they won't let me. So the other week I had like chicken with a sauce. Chicken breast it was supposed to be. It was no chicken. I bet it was the bloody turkey, because the chicken breast was that big. I've never seen a chicken that size. Honestly, I've never seen a chicken with a breast that big. Normally they're only about that big. So I have been good. Colin will tell you I have been good. So do you want to see Lexi Lulu? Let's see if we can get it. He's come out the shower now. Lexi! Lexi! Oh, she's coming. Right. Move everything. She's here. Right, are you going to say hello? Right. Face of an angel, aren't you? You're the face of an angel? She's wagging her tail. She had a lovely holiday, didn't you? Yeah. She slept on the sofa and slept on the bed. Yeah. Luckily it was a king-size bed. So you loved the bed, didn't you? And you like watching out the window, sitting on the window seat, watching out the window, didn't you? And being in the car and just being with your mum and dad. And we went on some long walks, didn't we? Yeah. So she's been very good lately. She hasn't got into any scrapes or mischief, have you? Have you seen the photos I've been posting of what she puts in her mouth? Oh my goodness. I'll have to put some more on. She comes upstairs on an evening and goes mooching in the bedrooms to see what she can pinch, and she comes downstairs with a pair of slipper boots, Buzzy Bee, a cuddly toy, and usually a knitted toy as well, all in her mouth, all at the same time. I mean, yeah, you've got a big mouth. Go on, some people will say just like your mother, won't they? Are you coming up here again? And she likes to sing, but we won't put you through that, will we? No. She's gone like a cream colour. She only got bath last week. She's due next week. She beat the vets this week. She got a clean bill of health, didn't she, Dad, at the vets? He won't speak in case you hear him. People, you know, they think I'm married to the invisible man. Ninja George has just barked hello to Lexi. Ninjas are waiting. Yeah, we'll have to think. We need to set them on some missions. The Dicky Dark Dragon will be on us soon. Is she on the Generation game? I'm not sure what. I don't follow that, Eileen. She's no, you don't. Nah, Sharon. Honestly, you don't, because it involves sitting on my knee. She comes charging in from her afternoon walk, jumps about 6 feet off the ground onto the sofa, comes, sits with her bum on my knee and her front paws on my shoulder, and then I have to like howl and she howls, and then I get my face washed. So will you all be watching Nigel's last show tomorrow? He's done a montage. Well, we've done something special for him, and even I got asked, because usually I'm persona non grata at Create and Craft these days. My name is not allowed. It's she who must not be named. I'm like Voldemort. It'll be sorry. I will be sorry to see him go. I will miss him. I mean, obviously we keep in touch because we're friends. But I think it's the end of an era, him leaving, isn't it? He's on at 9 o'clock. He's on at 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, I think, tomorrow. They're making him do the last show. But he sets the tone in the studio. He gets them all involved, and I don't think they're particularly like that nowadays. But yeah, it will be sad not to see him anymore. But you never know. Not that I know anything, so don't question me, because I know nothing at all. So he will be missed, Pamela. He's been there a long time, and you know, I mean, God, he teases me mercilessly because I'm so flippin' naive in the ways of the world. I've been educated by Nigel on many things, and he just loved to take. He said to me one day after we'd done a show where I had everybody laughing because I was saying things, and obviously I was saying the wrong thing. Innocent in my day, words had different meanings when I was a young lass. And he said, I love working with you. You're so naive, Lynda, and take the mick out of you endlessly, which is true. So if you want to toddle over to the website, have a look at the new Hoot Sweets. I don't know why Becky called it that, but she did. It's lovely owls. And then Friday you've got the new Nigel helped us surprise you. Laugh out loud. Nigel helped us. Have I missed something, Sharon? I don't know. Yes, he did. Well, he surprised me on many occasions. So do you want a last minute? For those of you who've just come in, the big news is Crafty Witches now are doing paper pads. This is our first one. They are known as paper spells, and this one is called Snowy Delights. They are exclusive to Hobby Maker. You cannot buy them anywhere else. You can't buy them on our website because we have no stock. Hobby Maker have bought all the stock in advance. you not only get the paper pad, but you were also going to get a 22 sheets, A4 sheets in a digital download format. Well, there you go. Oh, he's so kind. You know, he's so good, Kevin, isn't he? He's not very well at the moment. He's got sciatica. On your 60th, they sampled him. Oh, that's right. Yes, I remember that. So here's some cards that I have made from the paper pad, and you can see all the colours. It's our usual, you know, I laugh when they say, oh, we've made all the colours so they all go together. Yeah, I've been doing that for years. Mix, match and harmonise. We'll be pinching that soon. So, and you can turn, you can see that they've all got like circles in them, so you can cut the circles out with your dies if you want to. That one I've laid up a bit, and that one I've cut all through them out. Of course, with the digital downloads you can resize them, because you can in Adobe Photoshop. Now, what we haven't done with the digital download for the paper pad is put it an Izzy Wizzy interface on it. You simply get the list of 22 files. So for those of you who've never used our digital downloads before, I've made it dead simple for you. You can use the digital downloads on your PCs running Windows XP and later, and whatever comes next, as long as you've got an up-to-date version of Adobe Reader. You can use them on Macs, you can use them on Chromebooks, you can use them on iPads, iPhones, Android phones. What else can you use them on, Kevin? You name it, Kevin's got a little bit of information for you on the website. It does actually, yeah. I've got me black with me. I'm going to wear a bit sparkly, because you see, we witches, we don't normally do Christmas. We do Halloween's our Christmas, but we are going to be, so Ben, I bet Ben's got one of his flowery shirts on. Now, he had his flowery shirts with him to wear on the last Pollyanna show, and I wouldn't let him wear one of his flowery shirts. I said he had to put something plain on, because he was not the centre of attention, the artwork was. So he's going to be like a rose between two thorns, and we do prickle. There you go. So I use them on OS. What's OS apostrophe S short for? Anya, he likes these little abbreviations, you know. Does our warlock. You're right, Sue. Bless him. Do you know what? He's so patient. He's got the patience of a saint. There are some. Right, there you are. Anybody who needs assistance, just get in touch and you'll get our warlock, because I let him deal with some people. Because sometimes my patience does wear a bit thin, especially if people don't say please and thank you. Respect's gone out the window. These, don't get me started. Right. Operating systems, there you go. Operating systems. Do you know what you once said to me, Kevin? He said, Lynda, don't take this the wrong way, take it in the way it's meant. For somebody of your age, you know a lot about technology. Yeah, I did take it as a compliment, because I knew what he meant. Yeah. But I'm self-taught, but there's still things that stump me. And you're staring at me for cuddles. Oh my God, you should try marrying impatience. No, I've already got one of my own. Take me 45 years to train him. We've got a new mascot. Do you like him? Darius the Dragon. I think that's what I called him. He used to move, but he doesn't move anymore now. He's good, isn't he? I've had him for years, apparently. And many years ago, I lent him to Sharon Duncan. Do you all remember Sharon Duncan? And he turned up in a box. Darius the dragon. He turned up in a box the other week. Sharon had been cleaning her cupboards out and she found him, so she sent him back to me. And I hadn't spoken to Sharon for years. So I messaged her and said thank you. And we're back in touch again, which is lovely. So Darius the dragon has brought us back together. So I have a collection. I've got Darius, and then I've got me witch and me warlock, and then I've got my other witch as well. So I'm getting quite a collection. And then of course I've got my witch's cup, and I've got, even me Matt says it's just a bunch of hocus pocus. So are we all watching the Sewing Bee later on? I'm watching it. I'm enjoying it actually. But I tell you what, you need to watch Alistair when he does his critique. I don't know who his guest is this week, but his guest last week was Grace, and Grace, Kim Sullivan and Nigel May, and it was really, really good. It was funny, and yes, I did come in for some stick as always. So if you want to watch him on his live tomorrow, he will be moonlighting from the doctor's surgery. So I dread to think. I dread to think. Right, ladies and gentlemen, have you got any more questions, or have you had enough of my ramblings? And I can go downstairs and watch the repair shop. I've got loads of telly to catch up on. I haven't watched Casualty. I've got about 6 episodes of Casualty to watch. There's nothing decent on the telly at the moment, is there really? I've seen witches cut. My boyfriend bought me a witch the other day, said looked like me. I don't know if that's good, laughing. Hey, Sinead, take it as it comes. You know, if they pay you a compliment, take it. Take ownership of it. So the next Pollyanna one is on the 9th of July, and it will be the Christmas offering, because we've got the show on the 9th of July, then we've got the next one is the 28th of August, and that will be the 10th anniversary, and I've got 3 hours. Oh my god, folks, you're gonna have to put up with me for 3 hours on Hobby Maker at the end of August. So, and then she's not back till October, so we thought we'd better get Christmas in. And you've not seen any of the paintings. They're all new again. Are you liking the way you can get your downloads instantly now? Saves us a lot of work. So they're good. They are good, Hobby Maker. You know, they try and do what they can to make things easier for us. And then I will have another big announcement, probably towards the middle of July, and I think some of you will be very pleased, so watch this space. Right, thank Barbara, pleasure, thank you for watching, thank you everybody for watching. And I'll just reiterate again that I know I said I wouldn't be doing paper pads, but I had my arm twisted up my back by Andy Love, who wanted to please everybody. And for those people who didn't do digital downloads, he asked us if we would come up with a paper pad. At first I said no, because it wasn't what the company was about. So we came up with a deal, and he's basically, they tell us how many they want, we get them, we design the pad, we send it to the printers, we get them made, and then they buy all of the stock and it gets delivered straight to them. So it's not on our website, it won't ever appear on our website. Brie, Julie, I'm not sure about Brie. I would love to do Brie, but you know, I can't. I've got to wait for people to approach me. I was over the moon to get Pollyanna. We've got a new artist joining us in September, which I can tell you about. September the 12th, we launched the Louise Nesbitt collections. She's a wonderful artist, and she's actually going to come and paint live on the show. She's very nervous, but you'll love her. She's a really lovely lady. You'll love her. And we're going to be doing a Christmas collection with her for the first for our first collection, and I'm sure you'll love what we do with it. Again, it is animals and birds and things like that, but totally different to the style for that we do with Pollyanna. And you know, there's plenty more Pollyanna to come, new ones. If you go on our website, there's some mini kits that we launched just last week. There'll be a buy the show offer and everything. So I will try, maybe it's a quick turnaround next week, but if I can, I might be able to do a Facebook Live and just show you some of the some of the things we'll be doing. You know, we'll let you see that. And as always, Anna Lou will bring some paintings to the studio. She's just finished the last exhibition. She was really busy, and it was a big success, so I'm pleased for her. She's off down in London tonight to see somebody. So hopefully see you all on Sunday, not Sunday, Friday. We'll send a newsletter out on Friday morning, and we'll give you some of the imagery and everything. And I'm sure Kevin's got something up his sleeve to show you. Go and fill your boots on the website now with the new thing that's on there. For those of you who bought your membership and only signed up for 6 months, your membership will be coming to an end in 2 days' time. If you rejoin now, you will get your 20% discount off your membership fee of £25. That's good, isn't it, Lexi? Get the discount. What do you think? So if you've had value for money, and you want to rejoin, you can sign on again for another 6 months, or you can sign on for 12 months. If for those of you who don't know about the club, we have a club called the Coven. If you join for 12 months, it's £40. If you join for 6 months, it's £25. You get the same benefits over the amount of time you've joined for. So every month, on the first of every month, you get a code sent to you, which entitles you to a £5 discount off anything you buy with that £5. So you can have a free kit if you want, or you can put it towards a Pollyanna kit. Plus, you get 20% off all digital downloads on the website. So not only if you bought something that was £12.99 and you use your £5 voucher, you use your £5 and you get another and you get 20% off as well. So you get about £7 off. And you know, you can use it as many times as you want in that month, but you can only use your £5 voucher once. So if you just look at that £5 voucher you're getting over 12 months, you're gonna get your £60 back, and you've only paid £40 to join. So you win-win. When we do 20% offers across the board for everybody, you get 40%. And we're going to start and do some exclusives for you as well. I mean, you know, what you've got to bear in mind, folks, is just Becky and I, and Becky has 2 young kids. And we just do our best. It's never ending, you know. I mean, here we are, 8:15 now. Becky starts work when she puts the kids to bed, so she starts work about 9 o'clock, 9:30, when Bertie goes to sleep. And I then have to do, you know, half an hour's work with Becky and discuss what's happened through the day and everything. So the long days for us. Sometimes, yeah, retirement seemed a good option. when I did in August. It's nearly a year since I put my notice in. I can't believe it's gone that quickly. But we both love what we're doing, and we hope you love being part of the Crafty Witches. And thank you, Elizabeth. I'm pleased that you think your membership has certainly been worth the price. It was a gamble, but you know, we've had a few hundred of you join, and we hope when the time comes for you to renew, you will renew. You know, you get your separate newsletters and everything. So, and as I say, we've got plans to do when we get. We'd like to get ahead of ourselves, but you know, well, those of you who've had kids knows what it's like, you know, and you get one crisis after another, and then you know, illness and what have you. But we do our best. It was nice. This month we've become a limited company, so we're here for the long haul. And I have to say, Hobby Maker, you know, we love being at Hobby Maker, and we'll be starting with the paper pads, see how they go, and then, as I say, we've got something else up our sleeve launching on the 24th of July, and I hope you like that. So we'll see how it goes. Sandy, you are one of our staunchest supporters. I love you to bits. And Erica, you know, it's so lovely that I recognise so many of the names, and so many of you have become virtual friends over the years. I mean, Erica, you sent me that beautiful diamond painting of Lexi that hangs up in our bedroom, pride of place on the wall. Sandy, I've known you for many years. Sharon, as I say, Sharon started off as a customer. Janice Wheeler, I've met Janice quite a few times up in Scotland. Mary Easton, or Mad Mary as we called her. It's lovely when I see the same people joining, and you know what I stand for: quality at an affordable price. I can assure you that if you used to buy Paper Boutique, you will not be disappointed with the paper spells. But remember, folks, the stock is, I'm trying not to get the flare, I don't know where it's come from. You will not be disappointed in the quality, because it's beautiful paper, beautifully printed, but the stock is all with Hobby Maker. It's exclusive to them, and it's a limited print run. While stocks last, we will not go to reprint. It'll be on to the next one. And if you like this, and where does it show how long? Right, who's Janice? Well, you should have your Coven membership. Will tell you whether it's either 12 months or 6 months. So if you bought a 6-month one, it finishes at the end of June. If you bought a 12-month one in December, you've got till the end of December this year. So that's how you know, Janice. Because I'd have to go through all the orders to see how long you signed up for. I didn't see it under account details. You will have done, because it'll tell you which one you've bought. If you go back over if you're in the Coven, you can go through your order history. If you've paid £36 in December, you've bought the 12-month one. If you've paid, I think, was it about £22.50, you bought the 6-month one. That's how you tell, Janice. Okay? Or if you go in next month and you try to buy something, you've only done a 6-month membership, you won't get your 20% discount, because it'll be switched off. Morag, it's a pleasure. Some days it is hard work, but other days you just love what you do. You know, I work with such a brilliant team. I really do. I mean, Becky and I, she's like my daughter. I'm like a mum. I tell her off and things, you know. Sharon and Kevin, wonderful. Hells, who could want for, you know, a better right hand person. She might disappear for a few months because I think you all know that their operation on her toe hasn't worked. How have you ordered the Book of Spells 5? Because it shouldn't be showing on there. Who's ordered that? How have you done that? Let me see. Because it shouldn't be live yet. Let me see. I'm just checking. Oh, it's not going to let me check. I don't know. How have you done that? Pamela Edwards. Let me have a look. Somebody's just done that. I'm trying to see. Right. I can't see an order come through for you, Pamela. No, you can't have ordered it because it's not live yet. It's not enabled, as the saying goes. Categories. I'm just looking, folks. It's in downloads on Hobby Makers. The little... Ooh, honestly, they've already put it on there. The little snakes. Right, Janice, you signed up for a year. See? Ka-ching! Answers. It's all up here. It's all up here. Yeah, I tell Sharon off as well. I tell them all off. Hey, I say it as it is. Like it or lump it. Do you know, it's one of the advantages of being a pensioner. You can be a grumpy old lady. Dawn, you ordered it this morning. I'll have to have a look on there. Did you get your free, what you call it with it? Your free Spellbinding Classics? It is there. Just search for books of... But have you got your free Spellbinding Classics minty green collection when you bought it? It is, Linda. Kevin, has it got the free collection with it? Because, do you know what, honestly? Yes, it's there. Little snakes. That's about as bad as it gets, you know, unless I'm driving. Then the other word comes out. Right, somebody's just sent me a message. I bet it'll be Sharon or Kevin. I have to turn my phone off on the night time because it pings all night and can't play Zell. Not that I have my phone by the bed. The phone's downstairs. Yes, you do. Ooh. Now there's something. And have you already got it? Right, so Dawn, have you already opened it? Have you already had a look to see what it's like, whether you like it or not? I'm rambling now. How many people? Oh, we've got 44 still watching. Quick order, all. No, don't order it because I've got to get me... You get a target. And if you've ordered it beforehand, it doesn't go against me, sure, I get sacked. So you've ordered it, Dawn. Have you ordered it, Debbie? Right, Dawn Jennings, have you had a look to see what it's like? Is it any good? Does it get the seal of approval? Right, folks, it's nearly half past. Been yammering on, honest to God. Talk the hind legs off a donkey, couldn't I? I'm starting to get a thing about, you know, because I talk too much. You can see people getting bored. I bore myself sometimes. Right, okay, so Laura, if you're still watching, night Laura, Tony Stamps, she'll be off. She'll be on the line, Tony Stamps. I need to talk to her because she wants some information off me. She'll have to pay for it. I don't give anything away for free these days. Two new comments. Let's have a look. Yes, it's lovely. There you go, folks. Dawn Jennings, you've got it from a satisfied customer. Dawn Jennings has bought the Book of Spells 5 and she said it's lovely. Are you going to maybe buy the paper pad Dawn with the freebies. When you see that on what you might call it, Friday, you might buy that because that's just £10. Should be about sales, any sales, tut. I know it should. Right, folks, do you want to say bye-bye? Lexi, are you still there? Oh, she's just outside the door. Come and say bye-bye, Lexi. Turn around to get up. So you make me get up again, mother. Come on, hurry up. Right, here she is. Right, oh, she's having a big stretch. Are you having a big stretch? Have you got kisses? Have you got a kiss for me? Gorgeous, isn't she? Are you going to say night to everybody? And we're going to go beddy nights, because it's nearly past. She puts herself to bed, you know. Don't you? You go and snuggle up on the front bed. Right. Night, everybody. Watch the Sun Bee. Don't forget to watch Grace tomorrow on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you see it. Yep, Helen, lovely to see you. Erica, lovely to see you. Sharon, yep, lovely to see you too. Anya's watching Lexi, oh bless her. Oh. And I shall see you all on Friday. And you can watch us annihilate Ben. We'll just, yeah, I'll have to have something up my sleeve. Hells will be there as well, so we'll entertain you. So night, much love, and see you all later. Night, Yeda. Bye.